A big hello to you. So great to see you and I hope I find you well. Now, you may have noticed this is not the loft and it's not Weir Yard, but I do have the cupboard monkey with me. You look shocked.
I thought we were in Weir Yard.
No, today we're going to be exploring a popular board game called Ticket to Ride. Now, it's been around for quite some time actually. We first came across it at a Comic-Con and
it was King Con 1 in Durham.
And it's become our favourite game. Now, you can buy it online, but you can also get board game versions, and that's exactly what we've got here. We do have a link down below in the description that takes you to where you can find various different versions. Now, it's not just one game. If you really, really like it, you can pick up different maps, but we're going to play Old Faithful. This is the original game.
This is the base game, Ticket to Ride.
And we're going to be playing the as it comes out of the box rules with none of the expansion packs. Today's video comes in association with Trainomatic, makers of DCT decoders and accessories that are designed by enthusiasts for enthusiasts. Find the full range available to order now at tramfabrique.co.uk. Additional support comes from...
This is Clark Railworks and this is what we do. You'll know us from Ellis Clark Trains, and you'll get the same friendly expertise with us too. We've got a huge range of pre-owned model railways from all your favourite manufacturers, and maybe some you hadn't heard of before. It's the place to come for quality. We don't stock substandard models, and everything we sell is fully tested and photographed by model railway experts. No matter whether you model double O gauge, N, HO or more, we have sought after models from all around the world with new listings added every weekday. Check out what's available now at clarkrailworks.com and don't miss out on your latest logo.
First of all, we're going to...
talk about the rules. What's the general rules?
Score as many points as you can, but you do that in a number of different ways. So you start out, you get route tickets, and every time you lay a route, there is points scored by that, and the longer each little mini bit that you put down, the more points it generates. And there's a lot of skill involved in terms of making sure that you can maximise the number of tickets that you can do, because that's where the big points are. So I'm going to start. We need to have our tickets. So we take 5. And what do we got to do? We've got to keep at least 3.
Yes.
So you deal these.
So these are the main part of the game. There are no dice in this game. You get tickets. 1 for me, 1 for you, 1 for the deck. At this point, you might be wondering, why have I put these ones out for the deck? Well, here's how the game actually works. On your turn, you can either play cards that are in your hand, take 2 cards from the deck, and then they would be replaced by 2 more so that you can always see what's there, or take 2 blind off the top of the deck.
Or you can take
a combination. You can have 1 from here and 1 from there. What's the issue with the colours that we've got in the cards? Well, most of the lines that we're trying to build, they're a certain colour. You need enough of that colour to build that line. Okay, Jen, you go first.
Right. I'm going to take a yellow and another yellow.
So Jen doesn't know what I've got, but you guys at home playing along can see I have something rather nifty already.
Sometimes you can get a sense of what the other person is trying to take, which can be a little bit helpful.
Yes, I'm playing 3 blues.
Oh, this is interesting.
Right, because I'm playing 3 of these, there's only 2 places that Jen thinks I could go.
Unless you're going to go for the plain grey.
Or there. Unless it's plain grey, then I could go there, or there.
So where are you going?
I'm going from Montreal to New York.
Oh, no!
So here's the thing. I've placed 3. According to the rule set, 3 carriages gets me that route, but it gets me 4 points. So now I move my marker to the 4-point place.
Oh my word. That came as a bit of a shock. So I'm going to play 2 whites and
try and block me off.
It's not necessarily about trying to block somebody off. But if you happen to need to go in that direction...
Yeah, you have to now play defensively.
You basically make sure that you take the routes you need before somebody else does. So would you mind moving me on 2 points? So I'm going to play 6 yellow. But the locomotive is a wild card, so I'll just show you those.
5 yellows and a locomotive.
The locomotive can represent any colour of your choosing. It can be really useful if the colour you want is not coming out of the pack.
Where are you? Oh, you're going Seattle to Helena.
Yes.
Interesting. Okay, I'll take that pink. And that places one onto the pile as I go. There's the 3 locomotives.
And these then all go regardless, which is a shame because one of those colours I really needed.
I am going to place 3 greens by placing 2 greens and 3 locomotives. We're now taking Portland to San Francisco.
Oh, that's a shame.
Oh dear.
And that moves me on 1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, at this point, Jen has done a very, very defensive move because she has worked out that given that I have locomotives here and here and here, that at some point I'm going to have to join those up. And because she thinks that I need to go via Los Angeles, she's defensively put down her locomotives first. This causes problems for me, but it is not insurmountable. And that's the other beauty of this game. Just because someone's done something doesn't mean that you've lost.
I'm going to need to play 4 green, and it's fairly obvious where these...
Denver to Helena.
I believe Helena, isn't that the state capital of Montana? Would I be correct?
Maybe. I genuinely could not tell you what that state is. My American geography is not great, let's put it that way. Right, I'm going to play 4. 4 red.
Oh my. Would this be Oklahoma City to Denver?
Yes. Which means that's Colorado.
Yeah, Denver, Colorado. I knew that anyway. Omaha is Nebraska.
And that's 4.
So that makes that different. Nebraska. So that must be Kansas. One of those is Kansas. They don't really teach American geography in British schools because they regard it as basically not being important.
To be honest with you, for the majority of people in the world, it's not. That's why I always find those videos online where people go around and try and make Americans look foolish by asking them about European geography.
Yeah, why would they need to know?
Exactly. The average person doesn't.
I'm sure that they are well hot on American geography.
Exactly.
Well, you would hope
but you're
so.
taught it.
Now, if they're not, then you can say they're a thicko. Right, I'm going to take a green. And I'm going to take one off the top. Well, at this stage, I'm going to risk taking some more tickets.
That's interesting.
So I take 3. I can take a look at them.
But you only have to keep 1, because these aren't your initial tickets. On your first turn, when we start the game, you get 5 tickets, you have to keep 3. When you take extra tickets during the game, you pick 3, you only have to keep 1.
I'm going to discard one of them.
I'm playing 3 greens.
Now, where might you be going?
This is the one that you didn't expect.
What do you mean it's the one I didn't expect?
You didn't expect me to go there.
Well, no, sometimes one of the things about this game is if you can combine different routes into one route, it makes much more efficient use of your pieces, makes it quicker to complete, but, you know, it is all round a much better way of playing this game. So, I'm going to play 2 orange.
I almost had a heart attack when you placed it there. It's like, no!
Well, you thought I was going to go rally to Washington.
Yeah, just to block me off. 2 blue. Okay, at this point, I'm now going to show the viewers what I've managed to do.
Would there be some kind of boom going on?
I have placed Los Angeles to New York.
Oh my.
Doof, doo, 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 doo.
Do you know what's really annoying?
Yes?
I will also be completing that route, so if I'd have picked that card, I would have absolutely creamed you.
I'll be completing Montreal to New Orleans. I've also done Portland to Nashville. So we come down there and across to Nashville.
I really thought you were trying to get to Vancouver. It's funny.
And San Francisco to Atlanta.
which you have also done.
So that's the 4 that I started with.
Interesting.
I'm going to take some new cards. The viewers will see which ones they are. That one is doable.
If you get lucky, some of these you may have actually already done.
That one is not completable, given the amount of pieces I have left, so I'm going to discard it. This one can't be complete because Jen has blocked that off. So
that would be going to Boston.
I can't possibly get to Boston, even though I've got all the rest of the route. So I'm going to discard both of those.
So they go to the bottom of that pile?
Yes, and there's only one that I can do, therefore that is the one that I have to do. Because if I don't, I lose that many points. And that's just not going to happen if I want to beat Jen, who is a master at this game.
So I'm going to take a red, and I'm going to take one off the top.
I can't use any of those colours, so I'm going to take 2 off the top. And hope for the best.
Okay.
Didn't happen.
So I'm going to play 2 red. You have to be careful because the game automatically comes to an end after one further turn when the first player to reach 2 remaining pieces to play gets to that point.
Oh, that's a good point, yes. So if you know that you've finished all of your tickets and your opponent is very close to finishing theirs, you could force the game ending early by playing as many pieces as you can.
And that's what the AI on the computer version does, which I find very annoying.
It's also what championship players do. Get as many of their things done as quickly as they can and then end the game.
Boom! So I have now completed all of my tickets.
Okay, well done.
Which, for the benefit of the viewers at home, I'm going to take a little picture.
I am going to take 2 off the top of here and hope for the best. Oh, I am happy. Your turn, my dear.
So, logically for me, I've got 4 pieces left, but the way that my routes are spread out, there's a very good chance I will actually be able to do some of these. So I'm going to
You may have already done some of the routes that come up, yes.
So I'm taking 3, and so technically, actually, I can do 2 of these cards. So just for the giggles of it,
you're going to attempt both.
I'm going to attempt both of these, and for the benefit of the viewers at home, I'm just going to take a picture.
While she's doing that, I am going to place 3 pinks to complete my route that I took as an extra route.
Well, I'm going to take 2 orange.
They start the new discard pile.
So I've just taken 2 orange.
And that means I've completed Los Angeles to Helena, which is a short one, but gives me 8 extra points. I have 6 pieces left, so I'm going to risk another set of tickets. 1, 2, 3. Now, again, for the audience's benefit, we're going to have a look at them.
And whilst you do that, I'm going to pick the 2, just 2 black.
This one I can't really do because I need... Actually, no, I have already got to there. So to go to Saint-Saint-Marie, I would need 5 of my 6 tickets. So that is technically doable. Duluth to El Paso, I can't really do. I can't legitimately do it because I've got to use 5 to get to El Paso because Jen has blocked that off, and then I would have to go to Duluth. So that one is unusable. Denver to Pittsburgh. Now I've already gone to Denver.
Pittsburgh
would only require 2. That is an 11-point card compared to the 9 of Sault Ste. Marie to Oklahoma City. But given that I would need 2 there and 5 there, I can't do both. Which means I'm going to discard the one that is the least amount of points and keep that.
Now, I'm at a point where whatever I play to actually place pieces would end the game. So, I'll ask you, because I'm a nice person, how many turns do you actually need? Or
1.
Do you have the cards to do it?
I need 1 turn. I have the cards. If you wish to end, that is perfectly fine.
So, I will place 2 black, and I need...
Please don't place them Pittsburgh to Washington. No!
So that's 2 points.
1, 2.
And that allows me to complete 1 of the 2 remaining tickets. That means there's now 1 further turn.
Yes, me and you.
Yeah, so if you're the one who instigates the end of game, you get another turn after that turn.
Which can be quite cheeky. I've seen you win by, on the final turn,
Taking tickets.
taking tickets and seeing if you can get extra points.
And ending up with like 40 points.
I am placing 2 orange to go from Washington to Pittsburgh.
So Pittsburgh has become quite crowded as well.
Pittsburgh usually becomes quite crowded.
Yeah, Pittsburgh and also Chicago is often quite crowded.
It's one of the reasons it's got 2 double routes coming out.
Playing 2 orange, and my final 2 pieces. I just dropped one on the floor. So just going to double check. I need to go over here. Those 2, and that allows me to get a cheeky little route completed.
We now have to tot up.
So,
would you like to go first?
Okay, you move the piece, I will place the special magic on.
This is the fun bit where we go round the board multiple times on the points line.
Denver to El Paso,
4 points.
Toronto to Miami for 10 points.
Which puts you on to 83 points.
Seattle to Los Angeles for 9 points. Vancouver to Santa Fe for 13. Vancouver to Montreal for 20.
125 points.
Los Angeles to Miami for 20 points.
145 points.
And Seattle to New York for 22.
167 points.
So I've actually at this stage lapped you.
Yes. And Denver to Pittsburgh, which puts me onto 150 points. Which means you're 17 in the lead. Now we decide who's got the longest railroad. 30, 31, 32, 33. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So I get the extra 10 points because I got the longest railway by 1 point, which means that Seattle actually helped me there. You still win by 7. What do you think about this game? On terms of all games you've played, where would you say it comes?
In terms of board games, this is probably my absolute favourite. And Settlers of Catan, I would say, is my second favourite. But definitely, there is so much replay potential with this. And certainly if you've got more than 2 people, it's still a great game. I think you can have up to, is it 6 players?
Yes. For me, the infinite replayability of this, where every game is different, means that it is my number 1 game. I spent years after hearing about Ticket to Ride on Penny Arcade, of all places, trying to get Jen to play it. Jen didn't want to try something new and that she'd never
I don't
thought
like
of.
new stuff. But
It's
as
not
you
even
can
about
see,
that. It's like, it looks daunting when you first see it.
It can be, yeah. And the first couple of times you play it, don't expect it to kind of all fall into place. The first couple of plays, still enjoyable. But the more you play it, the more you can kind of put together a massive strategy.
Yeah.
And we have a lot of fun playing Ticket to Ride.
I absolutely adore it.
Out of all the games that we've got, and we've got a cupboard full of games, Ticket to Ride is the one that we keep coming back to time and time again.
Yeah, so highly recommend it.
So don't forget, we've got a link in the description box down below that takes you to where you can find the classic Ticket to Ride, the original USA map that you've seen us play here. And there's also a number of the other versions available, which are definitely worth it if you either want to expand your collection or maybe try with something a little bit different, such as the Nordic countries, Amsterdam for a much more city-focused feel, and you can also pick up expansions to the existing boards, and we've actually bought one for this, which do give an extra dimension to your play.
And if this gets enough likes and views, we'll cover that one as well, won't we?
We'll play the mega game. But until next time, this is me, Jenny Kirk, with the Cupboard Monkey, and I hope you've really enjoyed this. Don't forget to hit that like button, share this video, and let other people know about Ticket to Ride. Check out the affiliate link down below, and if you haven't already done so, do please subscribe to the channel and ring that notification bell to be the first to know about new videos as and when they go up. But until next time, this is me, Jenny Kirk, saying you take great care of yourself. Happy modelling, happy gaming. Bye for now. Today's video comes in association with Trainomatic, makers of DCT decoders and accessories that are designed by enthusiasts for enthusiasts. Find the full range available to order now at tramfabrique.co.uk. Additional support is provided by...
This is Clark Railworks, and this is what we do. You'll know us from Ellis Clark Trains, and you'll get the same friendly expertise with us too. We've got a huge range of pre-owned model railways from all your favourite manufacturers, and maybe some you hadn't heard of before. It's the place to come for quality. We don't stock substandard models, and everything we sell is fully tested and photographed by model railway experts. No matter whether you model double O gauge, N, HO or more, we have sought after models from all around the world with new listings added every weekday. Check out what's available now at clarkrailworks.com and don't miss out on your latest logo.
I'd like to thank everybody over on Patreon, and an extra special huge thanks goes out to our Patreon heroes. Without you guys over on Patreon, we really wouldn't be able to keep making the video content that you see on this channel. And don't forget that you can also head on over to patreon.com/Jennifer Kirk and check out the different tiers of rewards. Thank you so much. You are absolute legends.